Obviously, the first one we'll start with is the slice. Why obviously? Is because we spend our lives over on the right side of the fairway, most of us. So first, let me give you the definition of a slice. When you make contact with a golf ball, and if the club face is open, this imparts a left to right spin. Now, the faster that you swing, and the further that you swing out to in, or the more that the club face is open, the further right the golf ball will curve. So these are a couple of the things that can happen during the golf swing. For starters, if you grip the golf club in a fashion that is a bit too weak, this is what might happen when you swing the club back down to impact. That club face is open, and the reason that it's open is because this grip is too weak, too far over to the left for me. So I would turn my hands a little bit over to the right. And let's see what happens when I swing back. Now that club face is square. This ball will not slice. That's just one of a couple reasons why you'd slice. Here's the second reason that you might slice. If you swing the golf club in the downswing from outside across to inside, that's just a golfing term. If you swing the golf club too much from over here to too much over here, that will impart left to right curve on it. Here's another reaction you might have. If you swing the golf club too much from outside to too much inside, you'll feel this handle coming closer to you, which puts left to right spin on it. Here's another mistake you might make. For those of you that grab onto the golf club too tight with the left hand and or right hand, this will slow the club face down, the heel will get quicker, and this will slow the toe down and will stop it from crossing over if you're grabbing on too tight. So I've picked out a couple of mistakes that you might make, and I think if you relate to them and you hit the one that you believe might be your mistake, you'll start getting the club face a little quicker to the bottom of the hit and you won't slice it. Now here's one last mistake. From time to time, the term that we use in golf is called timing. It's just a golfing word, and all it means is, can you get the club face down to the bottom at impact square as this left hip moves out of the way so the face can roll on over? Now, even though the tour players, you would think they have great timing, sometimes we get a little out of sync. The left hip goes forward, and that will stop the club face from crossing over, and this will also create a slice. So here it is. From face on, a curve that goes from left to right is a slice. It's simply created by not getting this toe to cross over sooner. I told you of the maybe half dozen mistakes. Your grip might be too tight. Your grip might be too weak. Your body might get out in front of the arms and the arms aren't quick enough. That's what makes it curve from left to right. Now I'm going to give you a couple corrections that'll help you if you've been struggling with your slice. Let's start with the grip. If you look down and you don't see any knuckles of the left hand, then simply turn your left hand a little bit to the right so you can see one or two knuckles at address. Secondly, bring the right hand up underneath the club so both palms are facing each other. Some of you may have this part of the grip correct and you might have the right hand on top. Some of you might leave the left hand weak and put the right hand under. What you want to do is have both palms facing each other, and so you can take a peek down there and see one or two knuckles. When you hold the golf club, if you're a slicer, hold the golf club gently like you're holding a little baby's hand. You don't want to grab on where you see the white knuckle grip. Another tip, if you swing the golf club in the downswing and you've been slicing, look at my right arm. If you straighten out this right arm sooner, this will enable the club face to cross over in the downswing. If you turn your right shoulder from the top too soon, the right elbow stays in and it doesn't come undone, and this will cause you to go across it. Lastly, after you've addressed the golf ball and you check your grip, check it for the grip pressure, every once in a while, take the shaft of your golf club and lay it across your shoulder line. And as you can see right now, I'm aiming miles to the left. This would cause this driver to go across the golf ball. When you slice a golf ball, you will often find that your weight is on your back foot. That's a result of the slice. Remember, the arms swung across, got too close to your body, your lower half didn't have any place to go to. You ran into yourself. If you want to correct your slice, check your grip, check your aim, get your chin up, make sure you're standing square or even a little bit what we call closed. This will enable the club face in the downswing to stay inside the line and the face will cross over. The hardest thing about correcting a slice is aiming, because you're so afraid of the out of